What up, y'all? Week 11. Oh, I was going to say week 11 filming on 11/11, but it's 11/13, so not even close. But it's week 11, guys. We got 2 months left in the season. Less than 2 months. We got 7 weeks left in the season before it's week 18. And I'm going to have two bold predictions of what's going to happen on Sunday. Seb's going to do two bold predictions, and then we're going to talk about the Sunday night football game.
Yeah.
Take us away.
And I got this right next to me, so
Stay strapped.
Stay strapped. I ain't getting sprayed again.
You wipe your nose and then touch my couch, I'm going to rip your head off your shoulders.
Rip my head. I don't think that's possible. 1 p.m. Amon-Ra St. Brown anytime touchdown.
Okay.
They play the Jags, who are ranked 26 versus the receiver position. We've been saying it all season. The Jags suck versus the receivers. Games in Detroit. Goff is coming off one of the worst performances of his career.
5 interceptions.
He told me to start him too. But I was better off of Goff.
I gave you both scenarios to start Goff or Stroud.
Okay, but 5 interceptions is a bit wild, don't you think, buddy? But, anyways, Amon-Ra has scored a touchdown in his last 7 games. 1 touchdown in all last 7 games. 5 of those were on the road, and only 2 of those were at home. Amon-Ra is Goff's go-to guy. I expect them,
especially in the red zone.
I expect them both to have a significant impact on this game and blow the Jags completely out of the water. And I'm starting Goff this week, 100%. 100% I'm starting Goff. There's no question about it because I think that the Detroit Lions are about to have a significant game.
What if Nico comes back and then it's Stroud against the Cowboys?
It's I don't know because I have Tank Dell and I don't.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm 3-6. There's barely any hope for me in that league. I have to focus on my 2 other leagues and the Dynasty because I'm actually a playoff team in that. But 4 p.m. Broncos will beat the Falcons. Coming off a game that the Broncos should have won. We all know they should have won.
The Falcons will lose 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
Okay.
They will be playing with a fire in their chest. The Falcons have to go from a dome to one of the hardest places to play because of the altitude. I don't think that they're going to do well. Denver's ranked 4th versus the receivers and 21st versus the backs. Sean Payton's record versus the Falcons is 21-9 while he was the coach of the Saints. Payton is familiar with this organization despite it being a totally different team. Sean Payton's familiarity does it for me. He has a .700 career win percentage versus this team itself. That is better than his overall win percentage as a head coach.
Okay, so he finds success against the Falcons.
He finds success versus the Falcons every time.
That's impressive because when he was playing against the Falcons, for the majority of the time, they had Matt Ryan and Julio Jones and Roddy White. They had some stuff.
I think they have a better overall team though than back then.
Bro, that team made the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Is Justin Simmons on the Falcons or is he on the Dolphins?
Falcons.
So it's a Justin Simmons revenge game against the Broncos.
Crap, I didn't think about that.
No. I mean, you have a good case, bro. And the Broncos are not an easy team. They just almost beat the Chiefs.
Chiefs should be 7-3 hypothetically, but it's whatever. Honestly, it's so annoying. They're gonna lose this week though. They're losing this week.
Who do they play?
The Bills in Buffalo.
Yeah, you would think so. You know they've won 15 games in a row, dating back into last year. You know what what Brady's all-time record is?
What's that?
21 games. So he's 6 games away. Let's see what happens. All right, guys. For my bold prediction, the Dolphins will start their first ever win streak of the 2024 season, as after they beat the Raiders at home.
Who did they play this week?
The Raiders.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
They're going to win that game. And they have yet to win back-to-back games at all this season. They've never won back-to-back games, only have 3 wins on the season. They're going to have their first ever win streak right now, after this week, after they beat the Raiders. And this is why. They were 10-1 last year versus non-playoff teams. Tua is a monster against non-playoff teams. They were built last year off of playoff teams. Their schedule was built off the back of beating non-playoff teams, as I just said, 10-1. And they had under a 500 record, 1-5 against playoff teams last year. That's really, really, really bad. And the game's in Miami, so we don't have to worry about cold weather. Even if it was against the Raiders, it would be in a dome. So they're going to get it done against the Raiders. The Raiders want that number 1 overall pick. They want Shadur Sanders, Travis Hunter, whoever it's going to be. But I have the Dolphins winning this game and having their first ever back-to-back dubs on the season. Excuse me. Now, my next bold prediction. The 49ers are going to win their 3rd straight game in a row and sweep the Seahawks for a 3rd straight season.
Super Bowl bound.
They have all... No, stop. You need to stop right now. They have won 6 straight games against this Seahawks team. So my prediction is they're going to win 3 straight games because they've gone 2-0 the past 2 weeks. They're going to go 3-0 for the past 3 weeks. And then they're going to win 7 straight games against this Seahawks. CMC has never lost to the Seahawks while he's been on the 49ers.
I feel like we're literally just jinxing everything and speaking it into existence right now.
I think the trends are going to stay. I think the tendencies are going to stay. Tua's going to keep balling against non-playoff teams. Purdy's not going to lose to the Seahawks because he's never done it before. And CMC is not going to lose to the Seahawks because he's never done it before. They've won 6 straight games, like I mentioned earlier, and every single one of those wins have been by 8 points or more. So they have been handling the Seahawks in the last 6 games. They haven't lost to this team since 2021. They're gonna sweep them for a 3rd straight year. I got the 49ers winning their 3rd game of the season and going 7 games straight against the Seahawks team because they want to win the division. The Seahawks do too, but Geno ain't got it.
Yeah, Geno Smith is interesting, but it is in San Francisco, so.
Oh yeah, it's done.
It's gonna be. And they just gave Lenore a 5-year contract extension.
Yeah.
So
the defensive back.
Yeah,
he's good.
He's gonna go off, and DK might not play, so
it's over.
It's over for the Seahawks. Sunday Night Football: Bengals versus Chargers.
Big game.
I got the Bengals winning 27-19.
Woo! Tell me why.
Bengals need this way more than the Chargers do.
I agree.
I feel like Jamar Chase is on a tear this season. They should have paid him before the season started because now instead of 1 Brinks truck, they're going to need about 3. So,
Well, T. Higgins came out and said he's not playing for the Bengals next year.
Yeah, he's coming to the Patriots. We got $120 million in cap space. We need a receiver, and Drake May is going to be
I
in
just
every
picked up Kayshon Boutte.
In which league?
I don't know which one, but I needed him. I know that. It might
Good
have been
luck.
Dynasty.
The Bengals are 1.5 point underdogs going into this game, so Vegas has this game being a nail-biter.
Yes.
But the Bengals have a great pass game, and the run game is iffy. Chase Brown is now the guy since Zach Moss is on IR. I'm sorry, buddy. I try to give you Chase Brown so many times. The Chargers don't really pass the ball. That's what it comes down to me is the Bengals pass the ball really, really, really well, and the Chargers don't even pass it. They just run it.
And that's what I think that's going to play to their advantage.
I put Joe Burrow instead of Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow
is going to get it done.
Joe Burrow is also having a way better year statistically than Justin Herbert is. And in this stadium was the site of the Super Bowl that Joe Burrow lost. So the Bengals will win in LA. Because they lost the last time in the stadium.
Okay.
They're going to win it in LA.
You have a good case. Strong case. Joe Burrow is one of those guys to find motivation anywhere, and that is a good line of motivation.
Yeah, the same stadium where you lost to Super Bowl.
You'll remember that.
Oh, yeah. So will Jamar Chase.
All right, so I disagree with Seb, and I have the Chargers winning this game 22-17.
You're a schmuck.
So the Chargers are going to defend their home turf. They just wiped the floor with the Titans, and they've been on a winning streak.
That's the Titans.
Yes, you're absolutely right, but they handled them. They didn't just barely beat them, they handled them. Okay? The Chargers are a tough, smash-mouth football team. Joe Burrow's tough, okay? Jamar Chase is tough, but I don't think I believe in that defense. and I don't believe in Andre Sovis. Jermaine Burton. Yoshivas, however you say it. I could spell his name, but I can't pronounce it. I don't even know if I can spell it either. But I could point him out to you on the field. So
Sure you can.
I don't believe in it. Chase Brown is going to have to do a lot of work, and this defense is good. This Chargers defense is good. They play smash mouth football. They're the third-ranked defense against the pass. Now, piggyback off of what Seb said, the Bengals' pass game is great. Joe Burrow leads the league in passing yards. Jamar Chase leads the league in passing yards.
Receiving yards.
Receiving yards. I'm sorry.
I got you.
So the leading passer and the leading receiver. That's crazy that they're under 500. They should have beat the Ravens, but they blew a lead. And that just shows undisciplined football. The Chargers are a very disciplined, mistake-free football team. Herbert has one interception this
Now,
year.
they didn't beat the Ravens because of
The face mask.
2 face masks.
Yeah, but they also should not have let the Ravens come back in that game. They let the Ravens come back. They were up big. They were up multiple scores.
I know. I watched it. I stayed up for it.
I did too, and I was like, damn, man. Jamar Chase had over 200 yards. He had over 230 yards. And
He
they didn't
ran.
win.
He ran.
And then stopped right for the sideline. And then
No.
took the ball
He just
out.
ran to the one, and then he ran all the way
Yeah.
across the one, and then he just went.
That was good. So I think the Chargers are going to get this done. Like I said, 22-17. I just think the Chargers are a more disciplined team. I can 100% see the Bengals winning because Joe Burrow wants to get it done. But it's going to be a close game. Like I said, 1.5 points. This game's going to go either way. I got the Bengals losing this game, falling short 5 points, and the Chargers getting it done.
Okay, that's fine. You could disagree with me. I got to put.
I like the Chargers, man. I think they're a very well-coached football team.
Yeah.
They don't get a lot of penalties.
They got.
And they don't turn over the ball.
You forgot Jim Harbaugh was a Super Bowl coach with the San Francisco 49ers. People forget that.
He still wants to win the Super Bowl.
People
He
forget
hasn't
that.
won yet.
Yeah, he's not going to win it, but if you add some top tier receivers to this team, maybe.
Good.
If you add some top tier DBs to this team, maybe. But with this team now, the Chargers, they're going to be a first round exit, possibly second round. I see them playing against teams like Cincinnati because they're in the AFC, right? So I see them playing someone in the playoffs like Cincinnati or Kansas or maybe Baltimore or the Bills.
Yeah, they're not going to be.
And
Baltimore.
I don't see them beating any of those 4 teams in the playoffs. Maybe they'll beat the Bengals now, but when it comes to the playoffs, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, and Josh Allen in the playoffs, I don't see a scenario where they beat them. Maybe if they play someone like the Texans, yeah, possibly, or the Steelers.
Team.
Or the Steelers. I could see them being the Steelers 100%. Huh?
Hating on the Steelers, but it's okay.
Screw the Steelers. I love Tomlin. He looks like what's his name? Will.i.am. But I love Tomlin. I just hate the Steelers as an organization because of the Patriots rivalry, going back in the day. So, but all right, you got Chargers. I got the Bengals. I'm gonna put the Bengals on my pick'em sheet. We'll see you guys on Monday Night Football.
Peace.